that we are done setting up the roles, let's look at how to create department and system users. So I'll go ahead and select department. You realize that by default we have one department called general. You can change this one if you wish. You can as well add other department. That is if you have several departments in your school. If you don't have, you can skip this section. Now for my case, I'm going to create two departments. One called teaching staff department. Call this teaching staff. Then the other, I'm going to call it non-teaching staff department. So non-teaching staff department, like that. That means I now have three different departments. Now, at the user section, this is where we create account for anybody you would want to log into the application. So for example, you would want to create a user account for the accountant, you would want to create one for teachers, you would also want to create one for maybe the headmaster or something similar. So let's go ahead and create one user. Now I'm going to give the user a name, Emanuela. Then I'll give Emanuela an email. Then Emanuela's contact. And this is Emanuela's password. Then the role. I hope you are beginning to appreciate why we created the roles. Now that we've created an account for Emanuela, we say that Emanuela is the head teacher, probably the accountant, or is also an administrator. So you can select any of them. But for this case, I want to assume Emanuela is the head teacher. So let me add the surname. Good. Now I can come and select the department. If Emanuela is a teaching staff, you would want to select that. Then, in the case of primary schools, you usually have class teachers where we have a teacher for class 1, class 2, class 3, up to class 6. Now, in the case of JHS, it may not apply because we have one teacher who teaches mathematics. We have another teacher that teaches science. So this teacher comes and go, the other also comes and go. And that is also similar to that of senior high school. So in that case, you would want to select not applicable. But if it is a primary school, you would want to say that, okay, Emanuela is the class teacher for primary 1. And we are good, creating an account for Emanuela with this password. Now that we have Emanuela account, we can send this email and the password to Emanuela, and Emanuela can log into the application. But what Emanuela is going to see, or what she'll be able to do, depends on the head teacher role. And as you can see, we have already defined the head teacher role over here. That every head teacher can do all of these things, but then cannot see the system. It means if Emanuela logs in, she won't see the system, and she can't do anything related to the system.